The Home tab is your personal dashboard. Keep track of your...
Today, from Buffalo Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills taking on Benroethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
From the home of the Bills since 1973, we are at Bills Stadium just south of downtown Buffalo, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hello again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin, so happy to be with you to kick off this much-anticipated 2021 season. With me in the booth as we begin our sixth season together is, of course, Charles Davis. And, CD, so much to watch for coming up. What are you keeping an eye on?
Well, Brandon, I'm ecstatic to be back with you, of course, and we've got a good one right here out of the gates. I'm interested in seeing some of the changes in 2021. Running backs and wideouts, even linebackers wearing single-digit numbers. But even more than that, I want to see the changes defenses have made, because last year we averaged 49.6 points per game. That's the highest ever by 3 full points. Can these defenses make an adjustment and start to catch up?
Yeah, passer rating, CD, an all-time high. Completion percentage, also an all-time high. So as you said, will those numbers continue to climb northward, or will the defenses adjust? A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but Cole Beasley, he's in his 10th NFL season, and in 2020, his best year yet. 82 catches, close to 1,000 yards. Loves the freedom that this Bills offense affords him.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
Throwing on first down is Allen. This ball complete to the tight end, Sweeney. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. To throw again on second down. Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Here come the Steelers now on offense, led out by a man who's been at the controls since 2004. Six-time Pro Bowler, Benroethlisberger.
And it's not out of the question, it's not out of the realm at all to wonder if this might be the final season for Big Ben, either in a Steeler uniform or in the NFL period. He re-signed back in March saying, "It's my greatest honor to be a Pittsburgh Steeler and give my all for the organization." Had a big year in 2020, 33 touchdowns, just 10 interceptions, and led the Steelers to an 11-0 start. You have to think that he would love to end his career the way Peyton Manning and John Elway did, hoisting the Lombardi Trophy and heading off into the sunset.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger, flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play. Smith-Schuster on the throw from Big Ben. 51 yards. To throw again is Roethlisberger. Being chased out left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And Harris is not going to get there. Great work defensively to stop him short. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. They're going for it. This is Harris. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Najee Harris with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Steelers are on the board here first in the season opener. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was the rookie, Najee Harris, who finished it off with a touchdown run. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by a Keller Witherspoon. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Now this defense looking like they have come to play. The pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visits. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, He's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Boy, not what you want to see in Q1 of the new year. We'll be back. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first down, Allen got his man complete over the middle. It's Sanders. A gain of 6 there on first. And again, it's Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Allen to throw it. And he finds his man. That's Sweeney. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's going to go deep for Beasley. Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
You would think that he had baseball in his past, the way he patrols center field and goes and gets the football as he just did there. And all-pro for the Steelers each of the last 2 years. His first 2 years with the franchise, he led them with 4 interceptions in 2020.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. They hand this off to Harris. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the 1st. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down. Here's Presley Harvin now. Taken right on the 30. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 44. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding Knox there, complete. 7 yards, the pickup there. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen will get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Allen to throw once more. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the Steelers are going to get it back here just past the 35. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Out to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He juked him. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ben Roethlisberger. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes the score 21-0. Well, it wasn't a one-play drive, but I think they'll take it. The scoring summary, 2 plays and into the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. And unfortunately for him, this montage, not highlights, lowlights in this one, partner.
Way too many mistakes, too many errors. Sometimes it's on the guy throwing the ball, sometimes it's on the teammates, but it all comes back to him. It goes on his ledger. So when you're playing this type of a game, you start to look for other ways to get out of it. Do you throw it to shorter passes, some check downs, maybe use your legs a little bit more, don't throw the ball downfield. All those things you're looking for, and then you got to watch the tape and figure it all out so the next time it doesn't happen again.
So far the tape, 4 interceptions. Allen now on first down. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Allen. Flush to his right. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Throwing again on second down. Allen. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into some windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This from 44 yards out, left hash. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We begin up at Paul Brown Stadium, Minnesota in town, to take on Cincinnati. And it's the Vikings who are out in front. Kirk Cousins has fired 3 touchdown passes. From there, we move to H-Town to check on the Texans at home at NRG Stadium. And they've got the lead in that ball game over the Jaguars as that one's gone to halftime. Justin Jackson, a touchdown run in that first half. Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington football team at home at FedEx Field. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting L.A. Chargers. Taylor Heineke, 2 touchdown passes thus far. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. A big play that time for Pittsburgh.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too. They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Ben to throw again. Steps away. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
Harris, touchdown, Pittsburgh. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Boswell good with the extra point, and they open the lead up now to 25. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively. Or maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I wonder if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good game and a first down.
And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. They go right back to Singletary. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Allen going to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Buying time to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. So forget about being backed up. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way across midfield. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep here for Ebron. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. A big play that time through the air. 37 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now Harris. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try to run with Harris. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. And did he get in? Yes, they say it's a touchdown. Najee Harris now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Steelers are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Here comes Marquez Stevenson now from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Sanders. 7 yards, the pickup there. From the 45 on 2nd down. Allen. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Allen's throw is complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's a 2nd down. Now Allen again. On the slant, he's got Sanders. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw here taken in by Knox. 7 yards, the pickup there. Working with a 2nd and 3. Here's Allen. Forced out to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Josh Allen, very athletic at 6'5", showing the versatility, picking up the 1st on the scramble. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Allen. Steps away to his left, and he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. This opening game has certainly not gone their way to this point, but yeah, that touchdown may be a glimmer of hope for the long season ahead.
And no one in this league likes to talk about moral victories. No one likes to really just say, okay, well, maybe something went right. But you're exactly right about that. A little glimmer there, maybe they can carry it over moving forward.
To return, it's Cam Sutton. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 and all the way up to the 46. Big Ben, not the most agile quarterback in NFL history, but he can use those legs when he needs to.
He really can, and I think it starts with him taking contact and shedding people trying to get him on the ground. That's when he becomes the most elusive.
Yeah, something he honed back at the University of Miami in Ohio.
Yeah, and they didn't get him down in the MAC. It's hard to get him down in the NFL.
They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Being chased out left. The beauty shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Big Ben, with his size, sometimes it still surprises me when he can dance for a first.
He's the preeminent quarterback at taking contact, shedding it, and turning it into a big play. You know what they say about him? It's not the first 3 seconds of the play that you worry about with him. It's the next 3. Takes the hit, and now he creates a big one.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Flushed out right. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down. Now Chris Boswell for the Steelers field goal try. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And no mistaking that sound. It reverberated through the whole stadium.
And it's the sound, Brandon, no kicker wants to hear. It looked like he had it on target the whole way, but the upright said,
Allen's throw here pulled in by Beasley. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. 2nd and 5. Allen now looks to throw. Dancing to his left. 1st down and more for Allen. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Normally we're talking about a quarterback duel where they're matching each other pass for pass. How about the footwork in this one? Both of these guys running the ball well.
Yeah, they've mixed in the run game. You're exactly right. Now, both coaches might not like how much their quarterbacks have taken off, but another example right there of just good mobility. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Then he finds Beasley, complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. One final shot. They'll look to throw. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And really, it looked at times like they just had this one in cruise control out there.
Yeah, they deserve a ton of credit because you and I both know, heck, they knew. This is a tough place to play. Overcame that with ease, romped home with an easy win. And here's the best part for them. It'll be easy to get to the airport because the crowd left pretty early in this one, didn't they?
Well, plus they have a police escort.
Okay, you had to spoil that part of it. Of course, they're going to get there. But think about how wide open things are now because this crowd didn't expect this.
No.
So they went back to the tailgate and said, let's go eat. This one isn't any fun for us.
Yeah, they took the drama out of this one pretty early on. So for the Steelers,